Any health-related information on the following show provides general information only. Content presented on any show by any host or guest should not be substituted for a doctor's advice. Always consult your physician before beginning any new diet, exercise, or treatment program.
Welcome to Accelerated Health with SaraBanta. I'm a busy wife, mom of 3, and an NAMP certified supplement professional, but that's not all. I'm also the founder of the multi-award-winning Accelerated Health Products, a brand offering natural scalar enhanced supplements to optimize your health. And this podcast is not just a source of information. It's a community. We're all here to learn and grow on our health journeys, regardless of where you are today. And this podcast is the springboard to learning, and the free group coaching on Telegram is where we continue learning together. You can ask your questions. I post tips and tools to deepen your health and to keep you motivated moving forward on this journey. So here's what you can expect. New episodes every Monday and Wednesday with in-depth health discussions and expert guests. Hot topics in the news every Friday to keep things fun. And then, of course, followed with the free health group coaching. The details can be found on my website at SaraBantaHealth.com. Have you thought about detoxing, but you're a little nervous? You don't want to starve or be on a liquid diet. Well, I've created over 10 unique, easy detox cleanse programs where you're eating real food to help you reset your body while you're feeling great with no detox symptoms. And you can start with the colon cleanse just to get pooping. You can do the candida cleanse, the liver cleanse, the parasite cleanse, or the big accelerated diet cleanse that gives you that real shift. And you feel good day one. The cravings start going away. All of the links are at SaraBantaHealth.com. You can take the detox quiz there to find out which one's right for you. And if you're not ready for a cleanse, but you want to start with some supplements, don't know where to start, just complete my health goals form for your free supplement protocol on the website. I will personally put together a protocol just for you. Just by taking a few steps forward with your health, you will change your life. And the difference is I'm here to help you every step of the way. Today, we are talking about a topic that I'm not going to be so popular with: liver recovery post-alcohol. And we've all heard that alcohol isn't great for the liver. It is actually going viral right now that you shouldn't be drinking at all. Remember, I'm the messenger, okay? So don't really shoot me yet. I've got some solutions, so I might be your best friend by the end of this. Trust me, I'm not here to make you feel guilty. Yes, it's okay to drink once in a while if that's something that you understand what the side effects are so that you can combat them with some tools. Your liver is an incredible organ that works tirelessly to filter toxins, metabolize nutrients, keep your body running smoothly. And me, more than anyone, loves my liver because I've gone through a liver issue away from alcohol that was affected because of a viral activity, right? You also have all of these toxins that we're talking about, the microplastics, the heavy metals, the GMOs, the processed foods, the artificial sweeteners, all of these things the liver's got to deal with. Even the healthy wrong foods, like the sulfur foods with the cabbage and cauliflower and broccoli, or the oxalates that are in the kale and the almonds and the spinach that we think we're doing our liver some good with. They could be putting more burden on them. And then you throw in the alcohol and your liver says, I give up, right? Well, what happens to your liver? When you take a sip of alcohol, your liver kicks into high gear to break it down. The alcohol is poison. It's a fact. The body sees it as a poison. The liver uses enzymes to metabolize the alcohol and convert it into less harmful substances. There's no storage for alcohol in the body. There's storage for fat, there's storage for protein, there's storage for carbs. But when the body sees alcohol, it says, oh my gosh, I have no place to put this. So I've got to shut down everything else I'm doing and focus on this alcohol to get it out of my body. Right? Okay, so the main enzyme involved in alcohol is dehydrogenase, ADH, which converts alcohol into acetyl hide a toxic byproduct. Your liver then breaks acetaldehyde down into acetate, which is much safer for your body, and eventually turns into water and carbon dioxide. But here's the catch. Your liver can only metabolize a certain amount of alcohol per hour. If you're drinking more than that, the liver can handle, the extra alcohol circulates throughout the bloodstream, affecting your brain, your heart, and your other organs. So is it better to drink 7 drinks a week, 1 drink every night, or 7 drinks all on Saturday night? Once a night, right? Because then our body has the time and the energy to actually process it. Now, I'm not saying drink every single night, but if you were to do one or the other, the binge drinking is really doing a lot of damage. So what are the short-term effects? Your liver is working overtime to detoxify the blood when you drink. This extra effort takes energy away from the other functions it's doing, and the liver has hundreds of things that it's trying to do. It is where your metabolism is. It is where it converts that thyroid hormone T4 into T3. So yeah, it's going to slow down your metabolism. It's also going to tell your body to store fat, even from that healthy meal that you're having with it. So I love when I see women say, I eat a really clean diet and I eat only 1,000 calories a day, but oh yeah, I have 4 glasses of wine at night. Well, that wine is shutting down your metabolism and it's causing stress. We're going to get into that in a little bit. But drinking heavily in one sitting can lead to alcoholic hepatitis. Anything itis means inflammation. Hepa means liver, so inflammation of the liver. Acute inflammation of the liver that can cause symptoms like fatigue, nausea, jaundice, which is the yellowing of your skin and your eyes. Just a story for me. I am not someone that says, I'm never drinking alcohol again. I don't really drink because I feel good and I don't really have the tendency to want to drink alcohol. I'd much rather dive into Ben and Jerry's and some sugar than I would alcohol. But I did have a couple drinks the other night for the first time in a while, and wow, my body said no thank you. I felt awful the next day. And sometimes you don't know how bad you feel if you're using something all the time, but when you take it out of your diet and then you reintroduce it, you realize what it's doing to your body. And it goes for if you're on a low carb diet and you eat all whole foods and then all of a sudden you go out to a restaurant meal that's full of seed oils and you think it's healthy, you might actually feel hungover without alcohol from foods or ingredients that your body's not used to. But if you're eating them every day, you don't know the difference because you're numb. You're retaining that extra inflammation and water all the time, and that's your norm, right? So you won't really notice until you take things out and then you put them back in. So those are the short-term effects, but long-term, consistent heavy drinking has a lot of issues with your body. Fatty liver disease. Now, away from alcohol, more than half of you have fatty liver disease, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and that's from the insulin resistance, that's from the processed foods, the radiation, the heavy metals, all the things that the liver is trying to do. But with alcohol, this is the earliest stage of liver damage. And when your liver has to deal with more alcohol than it can process, it starts storing fat in its cells. That's not supposed to happen. While it may not cause symptoms initially, it's a warning sign that your liver is under strain. The good news, you can reverse it. And we're going to talk about that in the end. But you can actually reverse your fatty liver, whether it's from alcohol or just the crappy food you're eating. Then you have the alcoholic hepatitis. So that is inflammation of the liver. That inflammation can range from mild to life-threatening and often comes with symptoms like abdominal pain, loss of appetite, vomiting. When the liver is backed up, it can't metabolize fat. And so when you eat the meals, your body says, woo, and that's where you get the loss of appetite, the vomiting, the nausea. Then in a more serious case, you get cirrhosis. So that's a condition where a healthy liver tissue is replaced with scar tissue. And this scarring makes it difficult for your liver to function properly. And unlike fatty liver disease, cirrhosis is not reversible. It can lead to liver failure, which of course is life-threatening and may require a transplant. We don't want to get there, right? So why does your liver struggle with this alcohol? The liver has an incredible capacity for regeneration. It is an awesome organ, but you're asking it to do too much, right? It creates free radicals, which are unstable molecules that damage liver cells. And when this damage becomes more than your liver can repair, the scar tissue forms, setting that stage for all of these diseases. So this is the thing that people don't realize. Here we are trying to relax. We're all in these stressful lives, right? We're trying to relax so we have a drink or two, but alcohol actually increases stress. A lot of people think it's unwinding them, but just drinking 2 to 3 drinks a week, that's it. You are actually triggering your adrenal glands to release more of that cortisol, which is a fat storing hormone, but it's the stress hormone. And this is going to cause more stress, more cortisol when you're not drinking. So it's actually going to make you more anxious and on edge when you're not drinking. So it's actually backfiring. And then it's also going to cause the body to want to store fat. Alcohol has empty calories. That's a no-brainer, right? There's no nutritional value to it. And when you're talking about beer, it's got a ton of gluten in it too. So that's the double whammy. But there's also all the other calories in those nice fruity drinks. But even if you're drinking a vodka soda that is almost as clean as you can get, there's calories and it's shutting down your fat burning, right? So it's not doing you any good. But alcohol shuts off that fat burning. So because it's a toxin, it prioritizes breaking down the alcohol before anything else. That means when you're drinking, your body temporarily stops that fat burning. Instead, it wants to get rid of that alcohol, and it's going to store the calories from fat, carbs, and protein as fat. It doesn't matter how healthy those calories are. Even if you're eating from the accelerated food guide, those calories are going to be stored as fat. And on top of that, long-term liver damage from drinking further inhibits your body's ability to burn fat even when you're not drinking. Alcohol increases estrogen dominance. Estrogen dominance is going crazy now with young girls, old men, menopausal women, all people. Why? Because we're exposed to all of these endocrine disruptors and these bad estrogens. Well, alcohol is just one more thing that is going to increase that estrogen dominance, causing testosterone to go down, hormonal imbalances, not being able to lose that belly fat, and just have hormonal disruption. So how does it do this? It promotes small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, which leads to the recycling of estrogen. It increases estrogen in the body directly, and it also converts testosterone that we want for our fat burning, our energy, and our muscle building into estrogen in both men and women. And the result, you have hormonal imbalances that can cause a range of health issues. And a lot of you are complaining about them. Alcohol, of course, causes that liver damage, but that is going to cause a breakdown in the conversion of thyroid hormone T4 into its active form T3, which impacts your metabolism. That is your metabolism. This means slower fat burning, poor protein utilization, reduced toxic filtering, so your body's not able to get rid of those other toxins it's taking on, and that's all going to lead to weight gain and chronic disease. Alcohol penetrates every single cell. Even some of the harder drugs don't get to the brain, don't cross that blood-brain barrier. Well, alcohol is fat and water soluble, so it can pass through every cell and tissue. It doesn't discriminate, damaging cells across your entire system. And then also, like I just mentioned, it crosses that blood-brain barrier. Most substances are blocked by that, but alcohol is an exception. Once it crosses the brain, it has a particular affinity for the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for planning, impulse control, and thinking. And that can lead to impulse behavior even when you're not drinking, and also worsen your short and long-term memory. It kills your gut microbiome. How many of you have leaky gut? Pretty much everybody does. Even if you have that one meal that is out to dinner and the processed food in it, that's going to cause leaky gut and is going to disrupt your absorption of the good meal that you follow it up with. Well, it goes with alcohol too. So it's just by drinking one drink that can upset your gut microbiome, and that affects your brain, that affects your immune system. Your gut bacteria is crucial for signaling the brain to release mood regulating neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine. And when alcohol disrupts this balance, it can lead to mood issues and cravings for more alcohol when you're not drinking. And with that gut, it's triggering autoimmune issues, weight gain, nutrient and malabsorption, inflammation, and chronic health problems. Now, nutrient malabsorption, our food is already depleted of nutrients. We're already having a hard time getting in the nutrients we need to survive because our soils are depleted and all of these other factors I talk about. So alcohol is making it that much worse. Alcohol increases inflammation throughout the body. It releases pro-inflammatory cytokines that can pass into your brain. And the brain inflammation can cause mood disorders, headaches, and brain fog. And they're not just short-term. They can lead to long-term or long-lasting damage over time. Alcohol tricks your brain into wanting more alcohol. It disrupts the brain signaling, which helps moderate drinking. And then this can create that cycle of where you're more likely to drink again, fueling inflammation, microbiome disruption, leaky gut, and the long list of things that we just talked about. So it's this vicious cycle. That's why people that drink want to drink more. And if you happen to be the friend that doesn't drink and you're looking at everyone else going, I don't understand how they can drink so much. This is why, because the alcohol is causing them to want to drink more. It's like the processed foods that are addictive. They put ingredients in them to trick your brain into saying, I'm still hungry, right? So it also increases impulsive behavior when you're sober. So even drinking just one drink a week can alter the neural pathways that control that habitual and impulsive behaviors. This means that even when you're not drinking, your brain may still be wired for those impulsive actions. So think about who's impulsive in your life and how much are they drinking? Is it affecting them? So those are the issues outside of the liver, right? So a lot of times people say moderation is key, but the reality is even 1 to 2 drinks a week puts undue stress on the liver and the whole body. So it's kind of like you're taking 1 step forward and 3 steps back. Bottom line, alcohol is a poison. Your body has to focus on it to process it. And it has all of these other things to do. It has the toxins we've talked about, trying to find good organic whole foods and stay away from the cravings of the processed foods and get out and work out and sleep right. Alcohol disrupts your sleep. There's so many things. I want you to wear an Oura ring. And it was funny. I was in a yoga class the other morning and this girl had just gotten her Oura ring. And she said, you know what I noticed? I had 1 drink the other night and my deep sleep and my restfulness was much worse. It's like, yeah, even if you think you're sleeping well, you're not sleeping well. So can you reverse the alcohol-related liver damage? Yes, you can. The liver is resilient, especially if you catch the damage early. So even if you have that fatty liver or a mild alcoholic hepatitis, cutting back on the alcohol will help. But what else can you do? So supplements. Why I'm starting with the supplements is that they give you that grounding, that foundation to give you the motivation and the tools and cut down on the cravings for alcohol so you feel like, okay, I can do this. Then we're going to talk about diet and other things. So number one, supplements, accelerated liver care. So this supplement is a game changer. My liver enzymes were through the roof. Just within 2 weeks, it brought them down to an almost normal range, which was unheard of. And this is not just a liver supplement. It's comprehensive. It is Ayurvedic and Chinese herbal herbs, Chinese medicine herbs with some modern nutraceuticals, and then of course enhanced with scalar frequencies. It helps clear that damp heat or toxic heat from the liver and the gallbladder that are worsened by alcohol, which promotes that smooth flow of energy or qi throughout the body. This helps rejuvenate the whole system, allowing you to feel more balanced and energized. It breaks down and prevents stones. It works to help prevent new ones from forming. It helps increase the bile flow to get things out. That bile is the soap or the detergent to cleanse your liver and to get things out. It relieves gallbladder discomfort. It opens up those detox pathways. So not only are you able to detox the alcohol, but all of the other toxins that were burdened, right? The environmental toxins, the processed food byproducts, the other harmful substances associated with alcohol use, helps with inflammation and supports that overall detoxification. It actually increases the microcirculation in the liver. So optimal liver function requires proper blood flow and oxygen delivery. This supplement improves that microcirculation within the liver, ensuring that it receives the oxygen and nutrients needed for repair and rejuvenation. And that improved circulation means better energy production, stronger liver, and handling the workload. But it also helps that circulation throughout the body. It helps balance blood sugar and cholesterol. Cholesterol is made in the liver, right? And the liver is also where that T4 converts into T3. People with hypothyroidism and low T3 actually have higher cholesterol. People that have livers that are suboptimal have higher cholesterol. So it is helping regulate these levels naturally, promoting better liver and cardiovascular health. This is crucial for reducing the risk of metabolic syndrome, supporting that heart disease, insulin resistance, all of those other metabolic diseases. It's helping with that. It protects against infections and improves your immunity. So the ingredients also have been shown to help with immunity. There's some of the herbs in there that I used to give my children when they were young, just if they had a cold or flu. They weren't drinking alcohol, but this formula is so comprehensive that it's also helping your immunity. So I want to just touch on some of the ingredients that no other liver supplement has. Kukti. This is known in Ayurvedic for its liver supportive properties, helps reduce liver fat through autophagy, that process that clears out damaged cells and promotes cellular renewal. Philanthus, which is also known as stone breaker. It works by breaking down gallstones and preventing their formation. Tudka. Tudka is very popular now, but the differences in accelerated liver care, our concentration is so much more concentrated, I should say, than any other supplement out there. We literally take 10 pounds of the herbs and concentrate them and pack them down into 1 pound. So you're getting so much more per serving. But Tudka is really helpful for helping with bile. The bile acid supports liver generation, aids in bile flow, and protects the brain nerve cells. So Tudka helps with that bile. Eclipta. This is more than just a liver detoxifier. It improves blood circulation and it helps with your skin and your hair as well. It also helps with your cholesterol. Then there's blue plarium and milk thistle. Most of you have heard of those. They help with detoxification, adrenal function, and liver repair. Skullcap, which is known for its anti-inflammatory and immune supportive properties. That is not a well-known liver supplement, but it also improves bile flow and protects against infection. The Palperera. No one's heard of this, but this is the key. It has studies after study after study showing its anti-cancerous properties, antiviral properties. It is really powerful. And then there's some that are like the Andrographis and the Artemisia. These are helpful for fatty liver, but also for that immune system, inflammation. Calcium D-glucarate. Calcium D-glucarate is a great supplement on its own to help bind up that excess estrogen in the gut, get it out of the body. This is a great supplement to use instead of DIM. DIM is a supplement that binds up estrogen and gets that out of the body. However, it's full of those sulfur vegetables, the broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage, that could be actually backing up your liver and backing up your sulfur detox pathways. That's why I like to go with the calcium D-glucarate. Well, it's in the accelerated liver care. So there are so many amazing properties of these herbs that work synergistically together. So it's not just these 13 herbs. It's the way we've put them together. High potency extracts, concentrations that are so much higher than any other supplement, but the way we've put them together synergistically to make it so 1 + 1 = 10 instead of 2, right? So the synergistic nature of the supplements is very powerful. And then of course the purity and the quality control that you don't get with any other company. And then lastly, it is enhanced with scalar technology. So those scalar frequencies literally help open up the gallbladder and the liver meridian to make sure those herbs go right to where they're supposed to go. So there you go with the accelerated liver care. If you're just doing one thing for your liver, that is what to do. It helps improve digestion, helps with the hair as well, helps with your emotional balance. So if your spouse or someone in your family is a little frustrated or angry or has mood issues because they drink too much, get them on the accelerated liver care. But if you want to take it a step further, which I recommend for everybody to do at least 4 times a year, whether you're drinking alcohol or not, is to do the accelerated liver flush cleanse. So it takes the accelerated liver care with some other supplements, you use it over 2 weeks, and you flush out all of those gallstones into the toilet. It's awesome, and you feel amazing. It gets rid of the gallstones, it lowers your liver enzymes, helps repair and regenerate your liver, and really gives your liver that reset. I've noticed every time I do it, no inflammation in my body, my vision is clear, my energy is better, my thyroid takes a jump up because my liver is able to convert that T4 into T3. Now, step 3 is incorporating the accelerated liver flush cleanse in the accelerated diet cleanse. It is part of it, but the accelerated diet cleanse has some of the other supplements to make it even easier and more effective. So let's talk about the other supplements in that cleanse. Accelerated fast. Why I love this? It's shifting your body into fat burning mode within 30 minutes, tapping into your own fat stores, even your liver fat and your visceral fat. It helps you intermittent fast without stress, which supports detoxification, reduces inflammation, helps heal your leaky gut, and resets your neurotransmitters. So you get this boost in energy physically and mentally, right? And your cravings for not just alcohol, but sugar and processed foods go down. And then you're able to support it with that wild animal protein heavy diet, using the accelerated food guide for the right fruits and vegetables and even carbs that are going to give you the right energy down to the cells. So your body feels that energy and you're not craving the sugar and you're not craving the alcohol. So your liver's also going to become defatted and it's going to function better effectively detoxify all of those toxins that are bogging you down, causing you to want to reach for that drink. That is the reason we're trying to help with our mood, our stress, our cravings when we're drinking alcohol, right? So when we get rid of those things, the cravings kind of just go away. The next supplement in there is accelerated iodine, and iodine increases your ATP in the mitochondria. So we are only as healthy as our cells, and our cells are only as healthy as how much ATP and mitochondrial health they have inside them. So iodine increases that ATP inside the cell, inside the mitochondria. Iodine also helps with the cell membrane, which it has an iodolipid value, right? Iodine and fat value to let the toxins like alcohol out and the nutrients in. And then the iodine also cleanses the blood so the liver can do its job. It also helps regulate your hormones, helps balance out that estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. It's also increasing your thyroid health, helping support the thyroid and the actual metabolism, your brain function, your fat burning. It helps with fat oxidation. But with your thyroid, if you've got good energy in the body and the brain, you're not going to reach for the alcohol as much. You're not going to have those cravings. It's also going to help you with your detox and your weight loss goals, which is going to also help you metabolize calories more effectively, supporting your overall vitality. Next, before I forget, the accelerated iodine. Why that one versus Lugol's or any other form? It's the only iodine in the I- form, which is readily available for every single cell in the body to use immediately. So with your bogged down cells, with your suppressed immune system, how do you have the energy to break apart iodine from another molecule in these other supplements? That's why iodine supplements typically have only about 10 to 20% absorption, where accelerating has close to 100%. And it, of course, is enhanced with scalar frequencies to increase its effectiveness. No other iodine supplement has that. Next is the accelerated cellular detox powder. So not just for your liver health, but say you're me and you don't drink very often, but you had a drink. Taking that accelerated cellular detox powder afterwards is going to soak up that alcohol so you wake up without the hangover, right? So even with the healthiest diet, environmental toxins are hard to avoid, and that alcohol is just going to bombard it. Well, the accelerated cellular detox powder has 6 organic ingredients designed to absorb the toxins, including alcohol, help with gut inflammation, help reduce any issues with Crohn's disease, IBS, all of the gut issues most people suffer from, and improve digestion. It helps expel the fat out of the body. Ingredients like the chitosan, which is known to help lower cholesterol and actually take dietary fat out of the body. It's going to help with your weight management. And it also is helping with issues like that detox, taking the burden off the liver. So as you're detoxing with the accelerated liver care, the acceleradine, and some of the other ingredients or supplements in the cleanse, you're packaging up those toxins and carefully taking them out through your colon, bypassing your liver and your kidneys so they don't have to work so hard, right? So the accelerated cellular detox powder also is enhanced with scalar frequencies to help enhance the detox power for it. Then you've got the accelerated salt and some other electrolytes. This is the thing with alcohol. It's a diuretic. It dehydrates your cells. Part of the reason you have a hangover is you're dehydrated. So the accelerated ancient salt, the quintessential 0.9, or the wild lights, those are options. Those are going to rehydrate your cells and support that sodium potassium pump that's inside and outside the cells to make sure that you're able to get the toxins out and the nutrients into your cells. So this is where the salt is very powerful, and we're talking about unrefined salt. It actually plumps up the blood to let the liver do its job and get those toxins out. It supports apoptosis. It stimulates DNA repair. It also gets those excess estrogens out, especially with the help of the acceleradine iodine. Then you've got the Laxa Comfort in the cleanse. And this just helps you poop. I'm not going to lie. It helps you poop. You need to get the toxins out. And you can't push through on the top end of a pipe if the bottom end of the pipe is clogged. So you got to get the poop out to let the toxins come out. So those are the first, second, and third steps to recover from alcohol damage. If you're just wanting to do one supplement, accelerated liver care. If you're wanting to really give your liver a reset, the accelerated liver flush cleanse. If you're wanting to give your whole body a reset, the accelerated diet cleanse. Now, what other tools can you use? Like I said, it causes leaky gut. So you can use the leaky gut bundle. This is the Megaspore biotic, which is different than any other probiotic. It reconditions the gut. It gives your gut what it needs, which is different than what my gut needs. It goes down there. It literally says, okay, I need some more of this, more of that, not some of this. I had someone ask me about fermented foods. Well, fermented foods you think are healthy, but they could be actually populating your gut with way too much of the wrong biotic, right? Okay, so that's where Megaspore is different. Mega Pre feeds the Megaspore good bacteria, and the Mega Mucosa heals that lining. The mucosal system has a massive surface area, and it's a big part of your immune system. Mega Mucosa helps heal that mucosal lining. You can also use the Hiwi. The Hiwi Microgen device, which is amazing. It's this small little device that you can wear all day long, while you're sleeping, while you're working out, while you're working, whatever you're doing. It has over 60,000 programs, but you can use it for programs like anxiety or depression or liver cleansing or alcohol damage, hepatitis. It has hundreds of hepatitis programs. It has programs for cravings. It has programs for weight loss, thyroid health, all of that. All of those programs are going to support your journey into kicking alcohol and regenerating your liver. And that is why I love it. You then want to support your diet with wild animal protein. Wild animal protein is your liver's best friend. It is going to help you curb those cravings for alcohol and processed sugars and all of those things, but it's also going to boost your metabolism. You want to aim for at least 1 gram of protein per pound of your ideal body weight to support cellular repair and fuel your energy. Bison, venison, elk, lamb, wild fish, those are the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. Because our soils are depleted, our fruits and vegetables are not giving us what they used to, and we're getting more of those nutrients from these wild animal proteins. They actually go down into your gut, trigger this amazing hormone called CCK, signals to the brain, says, I'm full, I don't have cravings anymore. So that's actually going to curb the cravings for alcohol and the processed foods. You can use that accelerated fast to help with intermittent fasting, not too much. Not one meal a day, not 3-day fast. That's not what I'm talking about. Once in a while, those are fine. But we want to use that intermittent fasting as a tool to heal the gut, lower inflammation, stabilize that insulin resistance or insulin sensitivity, and give your body that rest and time to say, hey, I am going to now detox that liver from that alcohol. So that is a tool you can use. Cut out the processed foods. Alcohol and processed foods go hand in hand. It's interesting that people on Ozempic are actually finding that their cravings for alcohol, other drugs, other substances are also going down. It's all within the same area of the brain. But processed foods and the fructose are going to cause increased uric acid levels, lower cellular energy. They literally steal energy from you. They're going to cause leaky gut. They're going to make you feel sluggish and hangry. And what's that going to do? That's going to make you want to reach for more alcohol because you don't feel good and you need some relief. I get it. You want to also focus on the low oxalate, sulfur, and mold-free vegetables. I talk a lot about these. Some of them are the healthy foods, the broccoli, the kale, the almonds. These foods could actually be causing inflammation, gut issues, brain issues. When you have brain fog, yeah, you want to reach for some alcohol to get some relief. Well, I list all of these foods out in the accelerated food guide that is on the website as well. Manage your stress. So alcohol, it's a double-edged sword, right? We drink alcohol to lower our stress, but that in turn is actually raising our stress, which then we want to drink more alcohol. So we need to use some of these other supplements and these dietary changes to help lower our perceived stress, so then we can get a foothold on our stress, right? And we are so bombarded by stressors in our life, whether it's family, global, you name it, health stress. And that is putting us in a position where then we reach for alcohol. So management of that stress is key through the diet, through the supplements, but then also you can use walking, journaling, meditation, yoga, those things. That stress, if you don't manage it, is going to trigger the cortisol production. That's going to slow down your metabolism, back up your liver even more, right? And it's going to cause all things, the wheels to come off. Prioritize sleep. So now this is a double-edged sword too, because when you drink alcohol, you have less quality sleep, and then you need to drink more alcohol to get through the day, which then makes your next night worse. So you want to focus on that good sleep. Getting a tracker is a great idea. I like my Oura Ring, and literally it won't lie to me. My heart rate variability, my temperature, the amount of deep sleep I get, the light sleep, the REM sleep. It is telling me all of these key things that are telling me how my body is going to function. And if you're not sleeping well, your blood sugar is going to be higher. Your cravings for sugar and alcohol are going to be higher. So it's this thing, this domino effect, and you need to start with sleep. Now, one key to do that, right when you wake up, go look at the sunrise. That is going to set your circadian rhythm for the next day. That is one of the keys. I also love taking my dogs for even just a 10-minute walk right when the sun's going down. That's cluing into my brain, okay, it's time to come down. It's time to lower that the cortisol levels and help me get set with the daytime, nighttime circadian rhythm. So rebuilding your liver takes a couple things, right? You can use the accelerated liver care, the accelerated detox powder, acceleradine. Those are helping with assist in the food and general wellness routines they're all connected. You put the foothold in with the supplements to make you feel like, okay, I can do this. And then you make the changes with your diet. And then you actually start doing a little workout, right? And expending that energy. Sometimes when you incorporate these healthier hacks, like just going to the gym or going for a walk or lifting some weights, your brain says, I don't want to undo that by drinking alcohol. So it's a mindset. But what I like about the supplements is that they're going to give you that foothold to make you feel like, okay, I can do this. Because alcohol really affects not just your physical energy, but your mental energy, your relationships, your sleep, every aspect of life. And if you think you're just functioning and you're doing okay, imagine what life could be like when you clear out a toxin and your liver says, oh my gosh, now I have the energy to do all these other things I'm supposed to do. So I hope this was helpful. I am not telling you never to drink again, but I do want to encourage you, maybe try to abstain for a couple weeks and then see how you feel when you actually have that drink again. You're going to be shocked. It's going to hit you. You're going to hit the floor because your body says, no, let's go back to that clean, clean living where I don't have to deal with the alcohol and the microplastics and the fluoride in my water and the radiation from your cell phone that you will never get rid of. All of these things, some of the things that we can't get rid of, but we can get rid of the alcohol. Our body does not need it. Thanks for listening. Our discussion does not have to stop here. If you're feeling lost in the supplement world, no worries. I'm here to help. You can start by getting your free supplement protocol. Head to SaraBantaHealth.com, complete the form, and I will personally put together a protocol for you. Follow me on social media at Accelerated Health Products and join the free health group coaching on Telegram. There's no downside. I answer your questions, post insights, and keep you moving forward each day. You can find this podcast and all of my podcasts at Accelerated Health with SaraBanta on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, E360, Amazon, Roku, iHeartRadio, and over 100 different platforms. And share this podcast with a few of your friends. Alcohol is socially acceptable, but we all might be suffering a little more than we have to. And some of these clues might tip one of your friends or family members into saying, hey, maybe I should stop drinking for a while. And you can also use the coupon podcast10 on the website to get 10% off your first order. Remember, I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so join me next time for more ways to unlock your health potential.